Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Gemini, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so your person is showing up as the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay, they're viewing you as the Ten of Wands in reverse. And their future action towards you, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Sagittarius energy, but also the fixed signs. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And we have the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody who has strong Scorpio or that strong air in their chart. It does look like there's been an ending here between you and this person. And this person may feel like you've just moved on and you've started something new. But the Death also has the energy of rebirth to it. So it could be somebody here who wants to communicate, who's thinking about how they can transform this connection with you or come back together. All right, and so we have double King of Swords. So they most likely, Gemini, have you on their mind night and day. I do feel like this could potentially be an ex. This is somebody who's holding back, looking at the big picture, somebody who does want to communicate, does want to know the truth here. Yeah, but the Eight of Cups. But it could be somebody here who's walked away from you or walked away from this connection. All right. Now, you may also have someone here, Gemini, who's currently going through some sort of ending or experienced some sort of loss. But the Ten of Wands in reverse tells me that this person feels like maybe you've started something new. I do feel like this person wants a new beginning with you. The Four of Cups, but they're worried about rejection. They're worried that you're just not going to hear them out, or you're not going to accept their offer. You're not interested. And we see the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Again, I kind of feel like this person feels like you've started something new elsewhere. They may have sent you a message. They might be waiting for a response here. And if it's taken some time, they're just assuming you're not going to, you're looking at the details, but you're not going to invest. With the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse, I feel like this person isn't ready to take action here. All right, the Four of Wands in reverse, they're feeling the distance, they're feeling a bit unstable, and they're feeling disappointed. So I do see that you've got someone here that most likely you're in separation from, who's missing you, who wants to talk, but they're just like convincing themselves that they don't have another chance. And they're feeling this breakup in a really big way, or this separation. But I'm almost getting that they're going to be throwing themselves a pity party for a little bit. And your energy, the Eight of Wands. So this is telling me you have a lot of focused intention right now, Gemini, either on someone or something new. Now, maybe it is on this person. I mean, double eights do indicate abundance and ascension. But I do kind of feel with the Eight of Wands, you've got a lot on your plate, most likely in true Gemini fashion. You're spinning a lot of different plates. You've, got your fingers in a lot of different pies. You're handling a lot with grace and ease and kind of making it look easy, probably keeping yourself pretty busy here. All right, your person's storm warning. I feel like they want to avoid further disaster, and that's kind of why they're not going to be taking action soon. They're not indecisive though. I mean, it does feel like this person wants to communicate. They do want another chance, but do they have the confidence to come towards you? I'm not so sure. Yeah, because this person's definitely feeling the imbalance behind the scenes. This person's not feeling particularly stable. All right. And with the seventh chakra being blocked, it's like they're not seeing things clearly. They're feeling really disconnected. They're trying to give themselves patience or be patient with themselves with this situation. But number 16 is the major arcana for a tower moment. So this has definitely been a tower moment for them. I think this is somebody who really does want to heal things with you, but they're having a really hard time digging deep and figuring out what to say or how to come towards you. because I think they've convinced themselves here they're already, you know, that they're going to be rejected. So let's see what might be holding them back or what we might need to know about them, Gemini. All right, we see pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. You know, I can see that here with this person. You know, I can feel like them holding on to anger, resentment, sadness, like they have a really hard time communicating their feelings. And that's weird because we've got them coming through as the King of Swords, who is normally quite good at communicating their feelings. But I feel like when it hits close to home, that's where they kind of clam up or go quiet. And we see addiction. So you're either obsessed with someone or struggling with an addiction. It's time to get help. So for some of you, this may be what separated you or was a cause of a lot of fighting and arguing. They could be using unhealthy coping mechanisms behind the scenes. Again, that could also be something that does keep them stagnant and from, you know, having the clarity that they need about how to come towards you or about what to say or how to face possible rejection. That would make a lot of sense. But for others of you, it's like they are just low-key obsessed here, Gemini. But it's like I don't think that they're fully ready to do anything about it. And we see untrue stories. You can tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good things that happen. Yeah, so this person definitely has like a lot of negative self-talk, is convinced they're going to be rejected. Again, they may have those unhealthy coping mechanisms, which don't really help in a situation like that. Of course, that's not going to be for all of you. All right. What they want to say to you, Gemini, is responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. And I read first, or I heard first. So again, I feel like this person needs to get stable, needs to get grounded, like really kind of needs to get their shit together before they come towards you. They spend a lot of time daydreaming about you. I'm always longing for you, Gemini, and they do want to heal things with you. But, you know, daydreaming about being with somebody or wanting someone is beautiful, but it's not really enough for repair or for reconciliation. All right. Let's see what we need to know here. What do my Geminis need to know here, please? All right. Reconciliation, the return of a past soulmate. So this does indicate that they will at some point in time try, but they kind of need to get over themselves first or get past these fears and these insecurities and procrastination and, you know, really come to terms with how they feel and what they want. And forgiveness is a liberating choice. So forgiveness is how we heal and release karma. I mean, this person may want your forgiveness. Okay, now forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation or getting back together, but it is a means of like letting go and getting closure as well. Okay, and Gemini's, a new love or a new phase in love is beginning. Now, if this is the person that you want, I mean, it may be time for you to take action here, Gemini, if this is something you want to move forward. But if this is an ex and you're over it, I do feel for a lot of you there is somebody new here. Maybe they're already around you. But it feels like this person feels like you've already moved on, whether you have or not. All right. But there's a new phase or a new love coming your way. It's just going to be, you know, the decision is really up to you if you want to be the one to come in with repair here. Do I think they would accept it? Absolutely. But I don't think that they're going to necessarily initiate, Gemini. All right. So we see your body clock is accurate. Now, this is a really interesting message because you really need to, you know, take a moment here, Gemini, and decipher how does this land in your body? You know, not only these messages, but this connection, this person's energy. You know, do you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around them? I mean, that's a really big red flag. That's like a run energy. Do you feel like, you know, do you feel safe and at home with this person? You know, that's a big green light. All right. But Spirit is saying you are carrying more than your share. And again, that may be what separated you two, or that may be what you're sensing. And it's something to take a good hard look at. Okay. So let's see what Spirit's advice and guidance are. What is, or is, English grammar left the building. advice and guidance for my Geminis, please? Choice. So you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. All right. And we see fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. So is it a fresh start with this person, or is it a fresh start with somebody else or in a new direction? Gemini, the choice is yours. All right, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.